She just launched that stage. It's been like 5 foot in the air.
Alright, so what are we doing?
We are working on this yard ornament.
Yard ornament meaning Dawson's Toyota.
Yep.
This weekend should be his weekend, hopefully, if everything goes right. We're finally going to try to get this thing wired and plumbed and make it go up and down on its own and all that good stuff. You know, the cool stuff that bag trucks do. We got a bunch to do. A whole bunch to do. So we got to mount an air tank, compressors, 2 of those, 485s, a VU4, 3 gauges in the console. We got to cut the front structure out for the tires they're rubbing. They're actually rubbing the firewall too. We're probably just going to beat that in with a hammer because they're barely touching. And I don't have time to tub it. We're going to do this whole method of don't get it right, just get it running. I learned that on roadkill. Don't get it right, just get it running. So I just want it where we can drive it. He's actually got Accurate E-Level Plus for this thing, but when he got the truck, it already come with a VU4, and it came with a 7-switch box with the adapter harness, and I was like, we're just going to put that in your truck, and we're just going to have a switch box for a little while, because we don't have time to mount the sensors and all that stuff this weekend, so you're going to kick it old school with a switch box. And I'm pretty sure once he drives it around with a switch box, he's not going to put E-Level on it. So, I'm trying to think of anything else by looking at it. Bunch of grinding. We're going to bring the bed over here. He's going to cut all the sheet metal out. He didn't like it. Why didn't he like it? Because now it's rusty.
Yep, now it's rusty.
And he just didn't. He just didn't like it.
There's a lot going on with it.
Yeah. So we're going to do that and try to put this thing together so that he can at least drive to town, drive to work, drive somewhere besides just sitting in the yard. It's making me sad. So we're going to get crack-a-lacking on this thing, and maybe Dawson will be here eventually.
We've been waiting on him for 2 hours.
We done clean the whole shop. Look, the floor's clean. Dog got a snake.
Hey, come here. Ain't so done.
I said, these country mofos right here. His dog just walked by with a snake in his mouth. All right, we're going to get started on this thing.
Yep.
Money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. I count money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor.
All right, so we got this thing in. Dawson still ain't here.
Nope. No sign of Dawson.
No sign of Dawson. We got the VU4 drug out, and he's got a 5-gallon slim and skinny tank. And I got him to make some mounts the other night while he was here. Make it a little bit quicker to mount the tank. I decorated the tank myself. Do you love it? I love it. It sounds like Dan. Dan beat Dawson here. Of course, Dan does live a little bit closer than Dawson.
Not much. Man lives 50 minutes down whatever road.
Yeah. But I don't know. I can't remember if we showed this truck, the back of this truck or not. But it's got a reverse 4-link on it, bag of axle, some really nice tube work, and we're gonna mount the air tank here, compressor on the other side, and the VU4 somewhere. Not sure where.
It is a really good start.
Yeah, it was a really good start. And there's Dan. All right, come back in a minute when we get some stuff done. It's Dan. He beat Dawson here too.
Who's not here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Brandon Young at? Oh, he might have went racing this weekend.
Yeah. I think he did actually.
At a racetrack? No, they're gonna have tacos and trucks next weekend. They gotta get that track right. KK got here. Still no Dawson.
Look who's walking up. Oh, wait, that's not Brandon.
Who's here?
It's not bad.
Brandon. He still beat Dawson here. Where is Dawson? Dawson is not here.
One eternity later.
Hey.
He finally made it. He brought us. Congratulations, everybody.
Sainted.
All right, so we all went and ate a bunch of Japanese. Is that Japanese or Chinese? Japanese.
That's Chinese. No, that's
Japanese. We went and ate a bunch of Japanese food. Now we all miserable. 10 o'clock at night, but we're still out here working. We got the air tank mounted. We got the compressor mounts mounted. Oh, hold on. Focus. Compressor mounts. And we set the pinion angle at ride height. And this is the VU4 mount. Got these little brackets to weld it so it mounts to the cross member. And Chandler's fixing to weld that out for us. I let him weld today because I'm tired of welding. And that way when it falls off, it can be his fault.
That's right.
Dawson and Brandon Yon's up there pulling the front end off.
Don't call me when it falls off.
And we're still getting with it. Hey, where's your PPE at? That old commercial. Who wears short shorts? Chandler wears short shorts. You get it welded?
Yeah.
Are they dimes?
Yeah.
Oh, everything. They look pretty good.
Believe it or not, I went to college to do this stuff and didn't do it.
He works at a body shop, making minimum wage.
No, I don't make minimum wage.
Nah, he makes pretty well. All right, so Dawson got a set of Fox shocks off a new Raptor, and he brought them to see if they would work on a Silverado frame. And you can't collapse them. Like, no. Chandler can literally put his entire body weight, both feet off the ground, cannot collapse it. We want to see if it hold the back of this truck up. It's still got about, I don't know, 4 inches of travel there, and it is not on the lift arms anymore. So, it didn't move. It's literally holding the back of the truck up off the ground. That's a stiff freaking shock. This is what we do when we don't feel like working.
Yeah.
All right, let's get that out from under there before it comes out and kills somebody. Hey, tell us what you just discovered. Where's it at?
Technically, we have the pumps hooked up to the tank. The tank has a penis on it. Technically, these, by default, are penis pumps.
True.
The more you know.
I can't dispute logic. It's all right. Dawson already had some of that at home. He is really gonna let that wheel kick his tail, ain't he? Oh, he got it.
That lugging is about to kick his butt.
So, Billy and him cut out the core support, or whatever you call that thing. What is that called? This is the core support. What's that called?
Fender brace?
Yeah, fender brace, whatever. So they had cut that out, and they had a inner fender in there, like a trailer fender, and we had to cut that out because once we made the front lay, the tire was hitting it. But all that clears at the moment, except the firewall was barely touching the tire on this side. So Dawson just tubbed it. How did you tub it?
A really big hammer.
I was looking for it. It's gone.
This kind of tub right here.
Yeah. So we moved that back just a hair, and it clears. So when he puts 20s on it, we'll tub it the right way. No. Or body drop it. We'll tub it the right way. Which one do you think's coming first, 20s or body drop?
Body drop.
Nah, billets will be on it for long.
Doug's got a set of 2022 billets. They fit right on it.
Shut your mouth.
Wait a second.
Don't get it right. Let's get it running.
These are the same bolt pattern as my truck.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. So.
And I want 2022. What they got?
The billet? Right. What are they?
Sorry, y'all. General conversation.
Billet specialties or something?
He burns his a little hotter than I do.
I'm gonna do that.
That ain't going nowhere.
Back again next day. We this morning have put the 2 circle plates under the airbag. The purpose of that was to push the bottom of the airbag up higher at collapse so that it gets more lift easier. I set this up for a taller tire and wheel than what it's got on it because I know Dawson and he's indecisive and he'll be wanting to put 20s on it next week. So I done that, but it doesn't really get a ton of lift in the front. So we put the spacers under there. So now the bag's gonna go fully collapsed to fully extended. It'll get more lift with less pressure. So we done that this morning. Dawson and Dan's going to town to get bolts for everything, spray paint and all that good stuff. Brandon's over here. He's burning the rest of the seams in that wasn't welded and killing it, man. Him and Chandler was getting busy with that welder last night. So, but we got the VU4 mount done. The compressor mounts are done. The tank mount's done. We put the spacers in the front. Let's see, where's the list? What else we got left to do? We got to do gauges, run the power wire from the battery, shocks on the back. They're also going to get shocks while they're in town. We got to do all the underhood mounts. We're going to cut all the sheet metal out of the bed, bleed the brakes, do whatever we're going to do with exhaust, gas neck, blah, blah, blah. You see it. And, yeah, this thing should come together here in a little while.
Rain, make it pour. In my house, don't need no tour. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Wow. If I got it, they got it, got it. Very strong inside, solid.
Let me see that nipple. Oh, there it is.
If I got it, we got it.
All right, so.
How did that work?
It broke. Hold on. All right, so we got some shocks. Showed you these before. They work real good. 37 281s. That's for the rear of a 04 Kia Sorento SUV. It is the exact same length as a 8510 Nitro Drop 2, which is what fits the back of a 9906 Silverado, or actually all the way up to like 17. But just try to get these dudes mocked up. Dawson and Brandon just went to get some more stuff, and we'll see if we can have these on by the time they get back.
Yoga now?
You missed him.
Shit, my bad. Do it again. Not that way. Oh, do it again? Hit me in the back of the head.
I wish y'all make some noise over here. Sheet metal. I got one in there for an S10. I bet it'll fit. Yeah. So what are you doing?
Cutting all this excess sheet metal out. Yeah, sheet metal bed's nice, but I think we're going to do it a little bit differently.
Oh, me and Dan's about to start relocating stuff under the hood. So y'all try to be quiet.
No, and I haven't.
All right, so we got some shocks on this thing before we went to lunch earlier. Showed you the part number and all. We just made some little tabs, run them on. They still over destroying stuff. They got a little angle to them, and we just used a C10 lower stud. Pop the hole through there, both sides, and works beautifully. And right now we're putting the fittings in the air tank. Fittings in the air tank. We almost got all this plumbed, and we can turn around and start relocating stuff under the hood. And we named the truck for him. I cut up a rough country sticker the other day and just put that on there, and I was like, we should probably just name it the. Think he'll love it? Probably not, but he's over there and we don't care. All right, so we was gonna put the battery up here, but that didn't work out. We got it under the bed. I can't remember if I showed y'all that or not yet, but me and Dan are building brackets to mount all this crap under the hood. Fuse box, first thing we did was come off here where the diagnostic plug goes. Just come over, L-shape, boom. And then we just made this bracket. It's gonna bolt here. Comes over, up, and then we got a bolt go through there. That'll hold the fuse box. Hang on just a second, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so the fuse box, the brackets that we made, that bolt's there. It's just a little old L-shaped bracket, super simple. And then the other one bolts here to the dipstick. It's a little bit more complicated because we kept adding to it. So we just bent a piece around, 90 and then 90 again. Added a flat piece in there to put our bolt hole in for that side of the fuse box, but it was a little bit flimsy. So we come back and added this side to it. Drill another hole, that way the whole fuse box has got to stand on both sides. And that's that. once we get it all mounted up, I'll come back and show you what it looks like mounted. He doesn't have a cover for it. We're gonna have to get one of those. But next we're gonna do this evap canister.
Right there.
Just hanging right there. All right, so me and Dan got the fuse box mount done. We got that little L-shaped bracket I showed you, and this one, and that dude is not going anywhere. It's solid. And we got 3 bolts in it. That's what I have from the factory. He said he was gonna find a cover on eBay or at the junkyard. We got the evap canister mounted up to the fender over here. This was actually a factory bolt hole, so and then we just drilled one right there. We got the lower hose run. We got some vacuum hose somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Yeah. Anyway, we got to hook these 2 up. One goes here, the other one goes there, and that'll be it for that. On the fender. Dawson's back here making airlines.
Hey.
We the airlines were already run to the back, and we had a T. So instead of rerunning them, we just added the union. He's running everything through the notch. That side's already got the tail light harness, all the airlines, and the gauge lines. And there's nothing showing. Pretty great. Chandler's and Brandon are plumbing the gauge lines. Oh, sorry, I just lied to you. They're not running through the notch yet, but they will be in a minute.
Yep.
Got the 5 gauge lines. What else y'all doing back here? Battery cables. This cable goes to the relay for the compressors. And then we're fixing to run a cable from there to the starter. And that'll have that done. We'll go to the stud to the frame for the ground cable. Hey, this dude coming together.
I'm gonna drive this evening.
You sure? I might drive this evening, but don't you?
I don't like that idea.
Hey, yeah, look right here. Look like he got his tail whooped. Got knots all over his head, dirt everywhere. Oh, wow, that made it even worse. And there's Kaylee number 2. Call her number 2. Number 1's up here cleaning the dash. Hey. All the kids stole my buggies. Went riding. Oh no, there's one. There's the other one. So just the oldest one and her boyfriend. They're off by themselves.
I'm sure that ain't the first time.
They're off by themselves, Dawson, in the woods.
He knows. He will be killed.
Gotta get that.
What'd you do?
Cut my finger on something that you didn't grind off.
The only bracket all day, I ain't grinding the edge off because it was test fitting and he sliced his junk open and the Band-Aid was not working. Let me see it. Oh, it's better now. All right, let's get back to work. Y'all are doing a good job supervising. They just waiting on tacos. That's the only reason they're here. Food. All right, so what we did is we pulled the harness up, just tied it out the way of the tire. We got this canister mounted over here. We just extended all the evap hoses. One of them went to a hose on the frame. One went to here, and this one loops around. And then the other one went, I don't really remember. Oh, here. Goes to the back of the motor. I think. No, that's the other one. That one goes down to here too. Make a diagram before you take it apart. Sorry, don't listen to me. We stripped the ground cable in, put a lug on it, grounded it to the frame, and that should have the motor grounded to the frame instead of the motor was to the battery, but now the battery's grounded to the frame back there. And pretty much under the hood is almost done, except Brandon and Dan are building a bracket for the air filter at this minute. You got that bracket? It's over here. So they just built a really nice little L-shaped bracket. They're gonna put a hole in the end of the filter right here to bolt it in like a K&N, and then that end screws to the sheet metal and hold the intake, keep the filter from coming off of it, which I've had problems with on Silverados before.
Keep it held up.
Yeah.
Hold it.
All right, what time is it? 9:15. I kind of give up on filming a while ago because we was all scrambling, but it's on air. Compressor's working. We got something going on. One of the compressors, they're brand new, but it ain't building like they should. I don't know if the check valve's stuck or whatever, but we're gonna have to figure that out. But they just cut off. They built 200 pounds. Front end's back together. Hood's on it. Everything under the hood's mounted. Hang on, let me show you all the battery. All right, got the batteries right here. We just run a ground wire from there over to a stud. This is power wire going to the starter, and this wire goes to the relay. Let's see what else. We kind of got the front end just stuck together so that we can hopefully drive it to town in a few minutes. And he's got a console that Rody Fab built him that's got 3 gauges holders in it, but it's at Kevin's getting painted. So we just got those zip tied together, throw it in the floor. He's got quite a mess, but we'll get it all cleaned out. What you looking for? Dang, you dirty. What you looking for?
The 1/4 inch drive with the number 7.
Oh, I have no idea. Hey.
Hello.
Brandon. Dan and Kira. Marissa's over there. Kaylee and Kaylee. Brandon number 2. All the kids around here somewhere. There's 19 head of them dudes. And we're about to go for a test drive, hopefully, after we put a bed on. Hey, we're about to put some bed bolts in this dude. Go for a drive. It's about 10 o'clock. We've been out here all freaking day. And we all hungry and angry. And I don't know what kind of dance they do over there, but I like it. Alright, we'll show y'all his excited face.
Yeah, super excited.
Even though he's been in a really bad mood all day.
I felt like home. I'm bang at him.
He lies, he's just been in a bad mood. He was Darwin today, not Dawson. My man ain't got no gas door, but he say he don't care. If he ain't got none, he got bright reverse lights. Why? Uh-oh, we broke something. So this is going well.
Yes, wonderful.
We were like, yeah, we get to go to town and eat some supper. It's late. We're going for a test drive. Went to back it out. They put the wrong size washers on the compressor bolts because the
Compressor fell off.
The compressor bolts that come with it were missing because they had already opened them, and they didn't put their outside washers on. Dan.
It's Chandler's fault.
It was Chandler's fault. It actually was Chandler's fault this time.
I feel something grinding. Yeah, the drive shaft was grinding.
Carrier bearing was loose.
Carrier bearing.
We didn't do that, but the compressor falling off, we did. we did put that on, but
Put them on before. Oh, look.
we would be headed to town now if Chandler could find us 8mm.
It's right
We're about
here.
to.
Right there.
He's been looking for it for 10 minutes. Hey, here, you want a light?
But we're about to go eat.
Yeah.
We're going to drive this.
You need to go wash your face.
Is it that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty rough.
So we're gonna tighten this compressor. It's building air. It's doing all the airbag stuff it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, we already talked about the carrier bearing. We got to put a tag on because Dan's doctor just called and said GSPs was all in town. That's Georgia State Patrols for you people that don't live in Georgia.
Yeah.
And they love us. I'll tell you what they love. Tinted windshields.
Oh, yeah, they love those.
You could kill somebody on the corner in front of them and they would drive past you to pull you over, pull somebody else over if you had 35% tin on your windshield. True. Yeah.
This yard
I don't have a tinted windshield. I don't know what you're talking about. I also have a tinted crack windshield now because of this guy.
I just have a crack windshield.
He drove my truck.
He
He drove my truck for 5 minutes, cracked the windshield. Can't have nothing. Hey, it's done. I'll see y'all in a minute. Hey! Y'all tired of waiting? Yeah. Angry? Yeah. We were supposed to get tacos. They closed like 3 hours ago.
And tacos and margaritas, that ain't happening. At all. We're getting sweet potato fries.
Huddle House open 24 hours a day, though. Ain't right. Yeah. Yep. Bacon Huddle Burger. If it makes it there.
So bright.
The MVP, that's where it's at.
Your turn.
All right, sit down. We're good.
right, so we forgot that the hood latch was janked up and the hood won't latch, so we was fixing to let him drive down the road with the hood unlatched, with no safety latch. Let's try it one more time.
We'll try not to die.
You want to clean the windshield so you can see?
Stay on roadkill.
Go!
It's just your truck back there, you good?
Yeah, that's just your truck.
Little black dress, don't change on again. One up to home day, 좀 저축을 같이. I know your friends, they 볼러 올래. 어서 많은데 it's time. Little black dress, don't change on again. One up to home day, 좀 저축을 같이. I know your friends, they 볼러 올래. 어서 많은데 it's time. Yeah, hey, club 안에서 119은 급식. Ladies with the black G만 쳐다봐. 여자들을 좋아하는 style, you know filthy. 우리 더러워질 거니까, yeah. You got time, 여기 자리 비워한 질래. High heels, crop top, 조금 가깝게. Got time, call your friends, 친구 데리고 와. 대표한 the king, understand, little ma. 너나 몰라 내 말 들어봐. I got my crew, got my squad, 우리 들어가. I know a girl, 너가 저건 좋아하나 봐. Baby, 1, 2, step, skip time, 타나가. You can call me king. 사진처럼 picture perfect, hopping at the bed. 미안하지만 좀 서 있어줘, she a 10. 조금만이라도 여기 있어줄래. 오빠차가 공연하고 we can kick it back. Little black dress, don't change 하나게. 원옥 저 홍대, 좀 저축을 같이. I know your friends, they 불러 올래. 어서 많은데 it's time. Little black dress, don't change 하나게. 원옥 저 홍대, 좀 저축을 같이. I know your friends, they 불러 올래. 어서 많은데 it's time. Party, 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 party. I like my girls real thick from the waist down 예민하게 사과하지 않아 say what I want 나는 맞지 여자 한 명뿐이라면 너무 재미없지 Baby hit the flow get low body touch 저기서 you from across the room 이름은 다 아는 거 알아 here true 알았는데 think you feel me 여기 오라고 think I gotta go 같이 여기 나와 내 집으로 in the limelight thinking about the time I'm thinking that the time's right 시간 내줘 내가 보여줘 내 alright I could do the things I've seen 여기 급고 어떻게 노는지 know what I mean 나 지금 여기 사실가 친구랑 있지 너 지금 기차 타고 여기 올래 작전했니 You go on and on 술 안 마신다고 했지 너 왜 내가 좋아하는 치마 입고 왔니 내 뉴욕에서 제일 잘 나가는 MC 모르는 바는 모르는 사람 여기 별로 없지 미쳐버리고
What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it.
Drive good?
Yeah, real good.
Drive good?
Real good. Shifted good.
Doesn't drag good.
Huh?
Doesn't drag good.
No, it didn't.
Got drag flow.
I just
The catalytic converter is the only thing touching the ground.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you
actually,
tried
the sparks
dragging
is coming out driver's side.
Were they?
Yeah.
You try dragging it?
Yeah.
It was kind of
I'm worried
skipping.
about the fuel tank. I don't know how.
Nah, it's about that high above the frame.
I'll tell you what he forgot about. The oil pan hangs lower than anything on the truck.
That's why I'm not.
This is good. That was totally a joke. I just cut up a rough country sticker, but it ended up being a name for the truck.
Yeah. And I'm gonna leave it.
Until we paint it.
Until we paint it, or someone.
Y'all gotta encourage him.
It's been a long day.
Yes.
It's been a fun day. It's after midnight right now. We got started about 9 a.m.
Good.
We drove to town before midnight, so we did accomplish the goal of getting it done on a Saturday. And we got to eat Huddle House, and it was fantastic. Mine was fantastic. I don't know about yours. And when we walked in the door, we was about 20 deep, and the people in there was like,
Oh,
are all y'all together? It's like, yeah, but we're not gonna sit together. We don't like each other. But close this video out right here. All right. Appreciate y'all watching. Look at her. She is driving. She's driving the pink truck. This is the second time ever I've got her to drive it. The first time was at Mini Nats, so I could do rolling videos, and she kind of freaked out Oh my God, I'm gonna hit somebody. I'm gonna tear something up. Ah! And everything is perfectly fine. Might even let her drive to work this week.